ready to do it. You tell me there ain't a movie no more. LBJ had nothing to do with that at all. Didn't mean it wasn't a good movie, no. You know, it was there. We watched it. And let me tell you that when they attacked on the bridge was not a march for votes. It was in sympathy of Jimmy Lee Jackson. Huh? Jimmy Lee Jackson was a deacon, 34 years old. Go down to the register, and they wouldn't let him go. So he called James Orange, one of King's #1 lieutenants. Just said, could you come in? James called me. And I said, yeah, man, my plane might be a little late getting in because they told me when I made a connection out of Atlanta. So I got there when the fight was over. State police, county police, city police. When James Orange got there, they immediately put him in jail. So Jimmy Lee Jackson went to church and called on the deacons to come march. Just the same, singing, praying, church songs all night. All night. Just to let James Orange know we got your back. They're not going to take you out in the middle of the night and lynch you. Now, they wasn't going with no guns or nothing. So by the time they got down to the jail, the cops had shot all the street lights out and attacked them. I got there 30 minutes after it was over, and blood was just running down the street. But here's what happened. They grabbed Jimmy Lee Jackson's mother's father, which was his grandfather. Oh, man, they beating him, and they break away and go into this convenience store, Negro, and they followed him in there. So, naturally, they was whipping his grandfather so bad. That was his mother's dad. She went to pull him off, and they started whooping her, and he went to pull them off of her. They shot him 5 times.
So, Greg, you get there, and you're walking down the street and seeing literally, this is real. This ain't some movie.
Yes.
This ain't Memorex.
Yes.
This is live.
Yes.
You see blood in the street.
Flowing, just like you do on the.
If I can ask you to walk back to that moment, or those moments when you saw that.
You can't, because something happened worse than that.
Tell me.
Shot 5 times in the stomach.
Who?
Jimmy Lee Jackson.
Yes.
Where do you think they carried him? To jail. With 5 bullets in him. The next morning they carried him to jail. He died 4 days later. That's what the rumble was about. Huh? That's what the rumble was about. Huh? And so the march was a march of honor of Jimmy Lee. They were just marching to the bridge. They weren't going from Selma to Montgomery. Yeah. That's why the world wasn't there. The world didn't know the march was going on. The press knew. So when the press showed those pictures, went around the world, then it became a worldwide movement.
Today, we see...
But wait, I didn't finish your question. When I got there, I was ready to die. You know, it's like me and the soldiers, man. Huh? I was ready to die. Yeah, where are they? They might be gone when you get there, but come on, let's go. Okay, I went there to die. I didn't go there to tell no jokes. I didn't go there to be no father. I went there for liberation. Huh? And the problem in America that we, black folks, have, we have been liberated. We opt for education over liberation. George Washington beat up the British because he wanted the right to build a college.
And so let me ask you. You said education over liberation.
Yes.
What?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop it right there. We're listening to Rock Newman, the Rock Newman Show, featuring Dick Gregory, and I don't know what year this is, but you can do your research and look that up on YouTube. Uh, did y'all see what I wrote in the title? Martin Luther King was never at Selma on that bridge, like they portraying that he was on that bridge. Dick Gregory just said he was never there. He was somewhere else in the world. So the history lying to us. The movie is lying to us, you know. So I just wanted to point that out. And yeah, Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King was not on the bridge at Selma, at the Petraeus Bridge, you know. And this coming live from Dick Gregory, who got there late after the mayhem had started. And I tend to believe him because this man got shot for civil rights in the riots of LA. He was out there on the front line and got shot. Could have died. Just like Marion Barry got shot at the headquarters, at the police headquarters downtown DC, at one of the municipal buildings, you know. So our black leaders often put their life on the line. So this is history. Dick Gregory is like the first truth teller before Cat Williams, before the internet. You can look up and research things about people. You know, I know they hating the fact that the internet is so privy as it is because we can find out anything we want to know. And now that the internet allows you to be an independent podcaster where it's no rules, no scripts. You your own person. Yeah, they got guidelines, but they pretty much let you speak your mind and speak your piece on whoever you don't like, whoever you want to put foot in somebody's ass. You know, yeah, the freedom is in evident. You know, I don't know if I pronounced that word right, but it just felt right. But yeah, you know, so Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King was not on that bridge at Selma. Like the movie portrayed or like history portrayed. That's why John Lewis, the Honorable John Lewis, is so much featured in that whole fiasco because he was there to lead the march and was in charge of organizing the people to go and support a Jimmy Lee Jackson who they will hold and detain for trying to register to vote or something of that kind. Go listen to the video and play it back when Dick Gregory just said Martin Luther King was not at the bridge. They lied to us in that movie, in their history.
What's Dick Gregory's definition of liberation?
When you as free as you was the day you came out your mother's womb. When you can walk down the street and not be afraid of anything. When can you know all the rules is not for your two?
Knowing that I was going to talk to you today, I watched the news last night. The world is horrified of the killings in France. Approximately in the last week to 10 days, there have been 20 deaths. In Nigeria, 2,000.
That shouldn't surprise you.
Or more.
I'm surprised you're surprised.
And what I want to ask you is, how do you help us understand, with all of your vast experiences, why it is when you juxtapose 20 people getting killed in France and 2,000 killed in Nigeria, and the world is focusing attention on these 20 and ignoring these 2,000? Tell us about that.
I do the same thing, man, until I broke out of it. Huh? I said, hey, man, I want you to come here, man, and look at this strong sister. You ever heard anybody say that? Strong black sister. Huh? This is for you, girl. I have to tell it from a woman's point of view. Come on, put your hands together. This is the latest national anthem right here. Girl, you are getting your fingers to the bone. While that no good man is moving around at home. When it's time to eat, he's always at the table. When it's time to pay the bill, man, 78, going around bragging that he really got you hooked. Making love to you and find on the pocketbook. You ought to try that zero and get yourself a hero. You ought to try that zero. Get yourself a hero, yeah. Try to hold on to another anywhere. Use the face to back, the man don't really care. Always putting you down, talking about your friend. Saying there's a blame for the shape your life is in. Open your eyes, you'll finally see. That man is a brother. Only you make a release, you ought to drop that. Call that white woman strong. But I'm gonna show you my beautiful brand new pickup truck. How is it, my woman gets strong? And my pickup truck gets beautiful. Here, black women in America is the only woman on the planet that's been programmed that she's is ugly and she don't know it. Now they'll get mad. I couldn't care less. Black men is the only man that's been programmed that a black woman is ugly. This is in here. Huh? A black woman in America is the only woman on the planet that go to a place called a beauty parlor. Everything else in the world is called a hair salon. If I go to a dentist, somebody convince me something wrong with my teeth. If I go to the eye doctor, somebody convince me something wrong with my eyes. I'm not aware of this at all. Huh? Oh, they talk about the nigger thing, but don't nobody want to talk about the yellow thing. That's real. Huh?
So long ago.
Yeah.
So long ago. You just used the word nigger. So long ago you wrote a book
Called nigger.
Called Nigger.
Yes.
What message did you want to convey? What did you want the reader to get from that document?
Well, this happened later when he told Gabe to come out the closet. But tell me to go back in. Take me and go back in. Can you imagine? Now this is gonna blow you away. The way that N-word came up. If you live in Russia and you read that some cop called you the N-word. So what's the N-word? The 14th letter in the American alphabet. What's wrong with them? Are they crazy? What's wrong with them? Here's what happened. O.J. Simpson trial. Most white folks thought he was guilty. And the only reason he beat it, because he brought those big, powerful money lawyers in there, and they was able to go back and get all the dirt and Mark Furman. When they stood in that courtroom and read documents that he filed, he's the lead homicide. Not just with that case, nigga. Some white folks say, so this will never happen again. Let's ban the word. Now, what's shameful, do you know it wasn't one black person sitting in the room when that decision was made? Did you know that? That we're going to use the word in-law. Did you know that? Is that scary?
Okay.
Can you imagine somebody tell the Jews that you can't use the word concentration camp no more? Can you imagine that? And they're dying. Now, let me tell you something that happened, and those of y'all that haven't, you should look it up. Of course, you should look it up. And here's what I mean. 3 weeks before Christmas, Caesar Milberg had to apologize to the Jewish community.
All right. Did y'all hear that? He said he wrote a book, Dick Gregory, called Ninja, and I didn't know such a book exists. So for my own library, I'm gonna have to research and find that book because it's a historic read, you know. And then any information that an elder have to give you is vital and important. This is a man that has been all around the world as an entertainer turned civil rights activist and put his fame on the line and his life on the line. You know, in his heart, he figured that I can't enjoy my celebrity and fame if I'm not for the cause, for my people. But I'm going to tell you to go deeper. You work for the public when you're an entertainer. Why the country is in turmoil with dealing with racism and unrighteous justice and inhumane treatment. Who coming to see you crack some jokes? It don't fit. He had to change. He had to get a conscience and say, I gotta join my people. And he flipped the script. He intertwined his comedy into his activist into his comedy. So when he toured the world, he was as an activist first, then a comedian, instead of a comedian and then an activist. That's gonna go over a lot of you people here, you know. But he figured a way how to incorporate his craft with sending a message, you know. So that's why this man is revered. And I must say that I did see him like downtown DC. I done met so many celebrities downtown DC. Um, you know, my 10 years of working downtown in the main working district, you know, and 14th Street area, Independence Avenue, and you know, yeah, I was standing at 14th and Independence, and I see a black Cadillac car drive by, but the light caught them at the corner where you are adjacent from the monument, and I'm looking at the window, and it's Dick Gregory on the passenger side. And he looking me dead in my eye, and he saluted me. That was his way of waving. And I was on stuck, like, okay, was he waving? Was he saluting? Like, and I turned around, wasn't nobody behind me or around me. So that salute was for me. You know, I remember seeing Al Sharpton, Fat Al Sharpton, Big Al Sharpton, you know, when he was running for president. He was walking by himself by the agriculture building, going to see Colin Powell Jr., that was the secretary of FCC. He was walking by himself, no security, no police escort, and this man running for president. He had a convention at one of the Catholic churches in Chinatown, D.C., right behind the Renaissance Hotel. Is a big old Catholic church, and his headquarters convention was there. And they were having, you know, some kind of, gathering before the event. So I guess he just wanted to take a walk. So he felt like walking downtown. So I don't know if he got away from his security. Now, this is somebody that's trying to get the nomination for running for president. So he will be officially called president runner or president elect. You know, I don't know how you would word that, but president candidate. That's what you would say. President candidate Al Sharpton. This man trying to campaign to get a nomination to be the nominee for the Democratic Party, and he walking with no security. You know. So I thought that was real hard right there. And I waved at him. I said, President Sharpton, how you doing? And he waved at me. How you doing? You know, and if you spiritual, it's such a thing they say, claim it. So I was prophesying that he would get that nomination, but it didn't happen. But yeah, so I'm just giving you guys a little window into, one of my encounters with great people that I have encountered over the years. So I'm gonna end it with that. So again, Martin Luther King was not on that bridge. That whole conflict with Selma, Alabama. Go do your research and look up the video with uh, Brock Newman TV show with the guests, the one and only Dick Gregory. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.